The views expressed are solely those of the speaker and not necessarily those of Paltalk.com, AVM software, or its advertisers.
News Talk is online. News Talk Online is a production of Paltalk.com, the largest multimedia interactive program on the internet with more than 4 million unique users. On demand on iTunes and on YouTube and on my blog, GaryBaumgarten.com, where you are encouraged to post your comments, whether you agree with me or not. Even comments saying that we finally have a real journalist coming on the show. Which is a fine tribute to you, but a little bit of a slap in the face of me. And thanks to our good friends at CRN Digital Talk Radio, we are syndicated across this country into 12 million additional households. I am your host, Gary Baumgarten. Welcome to the show, live from the Republican National Convention in St. Paul. Joining me as my first guest is Kelly Playhouse, who has spent the last 6 years as a political reporter in Washington, reporting for a number of news organizations, including FoxNews.com. She contributes to the Washington-based Homeland Security magazine HS Today and the American Conservative magazine. And Kelly, you are a Beltway insider. You're on top of what's going on. Why is Alan's cam up when I'm going to Kelly, who's sitting next to me on my cam? Come on. Much better, much better. Let me get you into focus here. We're going to try to do this. There you
There
go.
we are.
All right. So, here, they want to see.
Backhand switch to me now. I got you.
Do what?
I got a two-shot on.
Oh, okay, turn it back to Alan's cam. He's got a better two-shot, Boaz. We got that all figured out. So the big story here is the vice presidential pick.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk that the obscure governor of Alaska, who I heard an analyst today say really knows her domestic policies because she's a hockey mom and a member of the PTA, which is very noble stuff,
Yep.
but not necessarily what makes you qualified to be vice president of the United States. Why the devil did he pick her as his running mate?
I'm going to give you a gut reaction to this.
Okay.
And also, I've formulated this over the course of the last few hours after speaking with the members of the Alaska delegation.
Right.
And they didn't tell me this directly, but this is what I'm formulating, is that the McCain campaign wants to shift the focus of the campaign away from policy discussions, the differences in worldview, the war, the specific policy prescriptions to personality. And you say, why would they want to do that? They just got finished admonishing Barack Obama as a cult of personality. But I think what they found in Sarah Palin is a way to appeal to this working class, middle America, regular Joe and Jane type. And they feel that if they can appeal to voters on a more visceral level, with somebody that they supposedly would relate to or feel that is accessible to them, that will bring over some of the fence sitters or bring some of the Republicans who might have been just ready to stay home on election day. And I think that they are shifting. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm hearing. And it was said in so many words by Rick Davis, McCain's campaign manager, yesterday, and some comments he made to the Washington Post, that this campaign won't be decided on the issues. Can you imagine them saying that 2 weeks ago or a week ago in Denver, when they were, like I said, criticizing Obama for being this great orator or the eloquent speaker, but where's the heft, where's the substance? And now they're saying that this is going to be about a composite view that voters have of the ticket, meaning imagery, meaning gut level reaction to the candidate. And they think they have this fresh-faced hockey mom, suburban woman, feisty maverick, that they think can trump all of this, the building blocks that have been set up for the past year to set up Obama's experience and worthiness to be commander-in-chief. So that's my gut level. I'd be interested to hear what you have to say on all that.
That may be true. Maybe it is a political move, odd for a candidate whose theme is country first, politics second. But all that, whether that's correct, your analysis or not, it's as good as any I've heard, maybe better than most. What does that say about her qualifications to step in? God forbid the President of the United States is incapacitated. I don't see that where she has the ability.
My honest reaction to that is from talking to delegates and including the Alaska delegation today, they don't see it as a political move. They think all the things that we just mentioned, the hockey mom, the outsider, the fresh face, the sort of regular Jane
It's just what Washington needs.
Yes, it's actually her qualifications. They dismiss out of hand the question whether those things make her qualified to be a vice president. They say, well, why not? We think it does. We think this is exactly what the country needs. They need somebody that they can approach and relate to. My question to that is, well, didn't they say the same thing about George W. Bush during the 2004 campaign? I remember specifically Peggy Noonan and others going up there after his speeches in which he didn't do very well and saying, well, listen, he might be a little plain spoken, but, that's what the American people want. They want a regular guy they can relate to. So I don't know how this breaks any molds, if that is the case, the argument, but that's what I'm hearing, that she is someone they can relate to. They actually said, they brought up Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. They brought up how they walk down the halls of the Alaska, state capitol, and they call her Sarah, and that's what they need. They don't need a Vice President Palin. They need Sarah.
So a lot has been brought up, of course, when a candidate runs for office, he or she has no privacy whatsoever in their lives any longer, it seems, in my opinion, sadly so. I don't want to get into the specifics of her family situation because